Okay, letting into the next round. I should probably look at my record before I keep going, but I don't know. I just treat every game as if it's my last. So I'm playing against J-Train 10, and my hand is not the greatest. I don't like Cauldron Mystic in this deck, so I just stopped playing it. I think it's probably for the best, honestly. And I can play Spring Dread, or I can play one of these other cards. I think the Spring Dread is much higher upside than Volcano Giant or the Warhound Raider, so I'm just going to play the Spring Dread. And pass the turn. It would have been really cool to draw the dog there. To get in for like an extra +1/+1 on the Spring Dread, but it is more important to draw when I have, level 2 or 3 Spring Triad. So he blocks with the Zithian Hulk, which always trades with that card. And like, unless I can have a 3 card, I can just like Voltron the Sharkwell Crusher, which is actually looking more and more appealing. But I think it's better to play Ashmane in the side lane over here than play Gemhide Ravager. Force him to... Oh, I messed up. This doesn't have mobility now. I should have played the Gemhide Ravager first, so my dinosaur could move. That's a pretty silly mistake. That's actually going to be really costly. He's just playing on autopilot. Oh, he sacrifices before damage. That's odd. So he just plays another Rot Fiend? Okay. Oh, I wish this card had mobility. It would be so good with mobility. Okay, he doesn't realize it doesn't have mobility, and he just blocks the Ash Maiden. Oh, okay. Maybe he figured it out. Anyway, I'm going to Conflagrate the Sorrow Maiden, and the Zombie Titan to kill both of those off. And then I'm going to block the Contagion Lord with Mongosaur. It levels a Mongosaur. I could kill it with Cinderous Brawler, but that's not that good, since I don't get any value from doing that. He's probably going to sacrifice the Contagion Lord, or he might just sacrifice the 7-2. 7-2's not very good. It dies to most things. I can just like play a Warhound Cursor in front of it for all he knows. Hive Empress without Raid. Very interesting. This is not an abomination. I never play this card if I don't have Raid. It's just, that's a 2/6. Like, even if he gets value blocking here, I mean, maybe that's the only creature in his hand, right? Maybe he has nothing better to level and would rather have a 2/1 on the board than a more useful card that would be leveled. And I guess that's valid, but I don't know. If you have any other option, it's better to level it instead of the 2/6. He didn't actually sacrifice an Abomination to play an extra spell there. What the heck? He's just very content playing his 2 cards a turn. Okay, so I think I'm going to Firestorm here. It's 5 damage to each creature, which is huge. It kills 2 of his guys right off the bat. And my other spells are pretty loose. Like, I could play Stygian Lotus to kind of Firestorm, but it's random, right? I have a, 50-50 shot. If I play it in one lane, there's 2 lanes with creatures and 2 lanes without creatures, which means I just, right off the bat, have a 50-50 shot to only hit 1 creature with my Stygian Lotus, which is horrible. It's nothing I ever want to do. So just going to Firestorm away his board, and then play Flamestoke Shaman over here. Probably could have played it in the second lane for more options, but I probably want to put aggressive on whatever creature blocks this, if it's a level 1 creature. Okay, so I get Warhound Cursor, Warhound Raider, and Aether type Shaman. That's pretty nice. What I can do is Twin Strength my Warhound Raider and my Flamestoke Shaman to stop his Scatterspore Tiller from working, and it keeps both of my creatures alive. I think that's what I want to do. I can even activate my creature to give it a haste, which I'm not going to do because it already has haste. And this 6/1 dies to everything, so there's no reason for me to try to block it. I'll just put an Ash Maiden in front of it, or more likely put an Ash Maiden in the side lane, or in the lane 2 or 1, and then put Clockweaver Titan somewhere else. A creature with mobility is really good with a creature with Ash Maiden, which is why it was so important that I didn't misplay with my Gemhide Ravager. Luckily, he kind of covered me and put his guy in a weird spot. he actually left this alive. That's surprising. Because what I can do now is play Cloud Cleaver Titan over here, give it haste, play Ash Maiden, which he knows I have, and then get 2 counters on my 4/7, making him a much larger creature. A 6/9? That's pretty good. I'd say 6/9. He's an 8/9. I could block the Rot Fiend with him. That's actually probably what I'm gonna get the most value out of. Forces him to sacrifice it to the Contagion Lord too, and he doesn't get the damage on me. I wasn't aware it shrunk if you moved into the lane. That's odd because Hammerfang doesn't shrink or doesn't move. And they're worded identically. It says whenever Hammerfang becomes opposed, it gets -3. It moves into another lane. This one is whenever it becomes opposed, it gets -3/-3. Yeah, they're the same card, or they're worded exactly the same. Okay, so that's a really lucky Zith Progeny of Zeth. It went the exact spot he needed it to go. So unfortunately, I ain't really got much for this. I'm gonna Sharklaw Crush Lightning Tamer the Asara Maiden, so I don't have to worry about it. And unfortunately, that's my turn. Is that important? Yeah, because all my creatures have less than, 8. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. I'll just pretend I misclicked and not blame the client, because that's a little more likely. Secondary plan is play Blizzard Shaman now, because if my board is like this, I can move Ash Maiden in front of Contagion Lord or away, and that's better than both other options. This makes my guy an 8/14, which is pretty. Still dies to Sorrow Maiden, but when you mess up your first play, you can't just concede. If you still got 100 life and cards in your hand. Firestorm does what? 6 damage? That's not very much at all. Still might be worth playing though. I thought he would sacrifice the Progeny of Death instead of doing 6 to my Blizzard Shaman. Okay, so what is he gonna play in front of Blizzard Shaman? Maybe a Seedling? As if the Hulk. So what I can do is, this does 6 to 2 enemy creatures. I can 6 the, I can't 6 the Spring Dryad, it's going to get +1/+1. Okay, so I can play Stampeding Mongosaur. Man, my cards just are too small. I can block this here and then play Deep Branch Prowler in front of Spring Dryad. I don't know, I still take a lot of damage from these 2 cards. Can't really deal with them right now. Maybe I just play Firestorm, but that's so weak. Because I kill my own Blizzard Shaman and I don't kill any of his creatures. It's just not that good. I guess I'll just... Man, I wish I had another play. I wish I had a Contagion Lord. I think I want to put 8 damage on this Contagion Fiend. Force him to sacrifice it. If I'm lucky, he just sacrifices it, and I don't have to deal with it. And he plays another card, which I have to deal with. I mean, luck. Okay, so this hand's absolutely atrocious. If my opponent plays cards that are remotely good, I'm probably just going to concede. I can't deal with the current board with my current hand, and it's only going to get more dangerous. It's just kind of miserable that way. So he replaces the Seedling, replaces the Sapling, sacrifices the Contagion Lord, plays another spell, hits me for like 12 here. I can kill the Rot Fiend, but it doesn't really matter. Hits me for 19. Oh, and the Infernal Visages? Okay, so he sacrifices the Rot Fiend after combat, plays another creature, and I lose because I have like nothing. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright. Time to go on to the next match. I don't like how it just dumps you in the home page after you lose. Why can't it just say you lose? Oh, that was my last match, right? Yeah, because I was X1. So this is, what, 10,000 is 4 wins? So I was 4-2? That's not that bad. For Umbric, probably a little less than I would have expected. But my deck wasn't that great. I had a lot of iffy cards. My cards didn't really mesh together that well, and I I didn't play that well, honestly, especially the last 3 games or so. So I think I can be happy with this for the amount I've played. And 2 tickets is still great. It's half the cost of the draft. 10k silver is going to go a long way to help build a deck. So it's not a bad draft at all. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you next time where I am finally free of my faction shackles. I can draft whatever I want. So I'll see y'all then.